I'm Len Clark with Irish 101 for Friday, September 8th, sponsored by Irish Illustrated. Get your Notre Dame news from the most experienced team on the beat. IrishIllustrated.com, featuring Tim Priester, Tim O'Malley, and Pete Sampson. Today we get the thoughts of a few beat writers and reporters as We Got the Beat, the Georgia edition.
Eric Hansen, Notre Dame football beat writer for the South Bend Tribune. My Twitter handle is eHansenNDI, and I had to think about that. The key victory on Saturday is going to be Notre Dame's offensive front against Georgia's defensive front. I think kind of the hidden angle is Notre Dame's passing game against Georgia. I think Georgia's going to do everything they can to stop the run and put the game in Brandon Wimbush's hands, and I think that's maybe going to be the difference, whether he can accomplish that.
Chuck Freeby from WHME TV and FM. Twitter handle is @46sports. I thought Brian Kelly touched on one of the keys, the biggest key in my mind for a Notre Dame victory over Georgia, perhaps a Georgia victory over Notre Dame, is whoever can determine the line of scrimmage and dominate the line of scrimmage. We saw a Notre Dame offensive line that was able to set the line of scrimmage on Saturday against Temple. And the same is true for the defensive line, but this is a much different animal that they're taking on in Georgia, particularly with the matchup of the Notre Dame offensive line against the Georgia defensive line. This is a veteran Georgia defense. They've got, I believe, 9 returning starters healthy. They've got a cornerback that's out. Kirby Smart gives them a lot of different looks on the defensive front. This is going to be tough, even for a veteran Notre Dame offensive line with guys like McGlinchey and Nelson, to get the read right every single time.
Tim O'Malley with Irish Illustrated @Tim O'Malley ND. I think one key Saturday will be obviously the line of scrimmage, but for me it's Notre Dame's offensive line against Georgia's defensive front. If the Irish can run the ball successfully on first and second down, it will make Brandon Wimbush that much more effective on third down.
Sean Stiers, WSBT Radio. I think the biggest key is probably the obvious one, both trenches for the Irish and for Georgia. Whoever wins both sides of that battle is going to come out on top. Both teams want to be physical, both teams want to run the ball, and I think it's going to be more important than ever in this game for both teams.
This has been Irish 101, sponsored by Irish Illustrated. Become a subscriber today on the web at IrishIllustrated.com. I'm Len Clark.